dysfunctional about the way the human family is organizing its economic relationships on this earth.
The society at the moment is mutual mistrust.
It doesn't look so good today.
If you can't trust other people, you cannot have a community. And therefore it becomes increasingly difficult to do anything. Look, let's work this out.
What the world would look like if we designed for generosity.
We can see a more beautiful world.
We can work out a reasonable agreement.
From transaction to trust.
A different understanding of how change happens in the world.
We can compromise. We have a little play of give and take.
Reframe the whole equation.
To live in beautiful harmony with each other and the planet. Our hearts tell us it's possible.
Autonomous individual and autonomous community can only exist together. One needs another.
Nós estamos todos irremediavelmente interligados.
There's a collective intelligence. The emergent collective behavior arises from the interactions among the individual.
The behavior of an individual will influence the behavior of the group.
It must be based on the principle of mutual trust.
Trust is the foundation for everything we do.
Because if you can't trust other people, you cannot have a community.
Community isn't just people coming together. It's how are people coming together.
But on the whole, if you do trust them, the chances are that the system will work.
We have to count on people to be generous. When you count on people to be generous, all kinds of beautiful things can happen.
That allows the same change to happen more easily somewhere else.
Communities flourish when we work together.
The more people can trust each other, the more effectively they will work together.
Simply because they're trusted.
If we can learn to trust one another more, we can have unprecedented human progress.
In general, by trusting each other, we are able to accomplish mutual goals.
Instead of saying, what can I get? What can I give? If you start with that, it really changes the whole game.
We can help each other. By trusting others, we can share resources, we can divide up the work, and we can give and accept help.
Então, o envolvimento das comunidades humanas no planeta é uma necessidade urgente.
The practice of radically generous acts that change the world.
E só assim nós vamos compartilhar o zelo por essa casa comum que é o planeta Terra.
Everyone can share their gifts. We start to really discover new forms of value.
And in fact, the solutions are readily available.
The feminine story of nature is all about relationships.
When we move from consumption to contribution, we appreciate what we receive and we pay for it. When you move from transaction to trust, you really start to rely on our interconnectedness in a very deep, profound way. When you go from isolation to community, you start to cultivate this network of gift ties. And when you move from scarcity to abundance, you really start to discover your gifts and start to experience this generative power of gratitude.
It's about partnering, networking, regeneration, giving birth, nurturing.
If you sense that I am being authentic, you are much more likely to trust me.
So these small acts of giftivism, when they get connected, it rekindles a gift economy. A gift economy is, of course, very different than a traditional economy because in a gift economy, it's the circulation of these gifts that leads to the vitality of society. Let's look at this with new eyes and see what we can give to other people.
Mutual trust.
Being their authentic true self.
Underneath that generosity is an inner transformation. And once we tap into that inner transformation, all kinds of new possibilities are available to us.
Your whole mind and body is arrested by something larger than yourself.
Celebration, song, dance. It's not a product that you pay for. It's something that people create together.
If we make that inner change, outer change is bound to come in a very different way if it comes from the inside out.
That means that any act of generosity, any act of kindness, any act of compassion or love strengthens the field of compassion, empathy, generosity, and love.
The principle of unity, of coming to a sense of oneness, is to trust others.
To bridge technology to reconnect people with the spirit and essence of their soul.
It loves and nourishes all things, but does not lord it over them.
The people have the power.